Hello everyone and welcome all of you. I am Jadhav Anita, working as a assistant professor in physics at Maratha Vidyaprasarak Samaj, Nashik. In this lecture, I will going to discuss here a first chapter of atomic structure, in which new topic vector atom model and quantum numbers. Vector atom model. In a last lecture, we had already explained a Bohr-Sommerfeld theory, in which Bohr-Sommerfeld theory I will introduce the three quantum numbers n, k and r, where n represents the principal quantum numbers, k will be the azimuthal quantum numbers and r is the radial quantum numbers. Now, this vector atom model are used to overcome all these drawbacks of this Bohr-Sommerfeld theory, in which Bohr-Sommerfeld theory, to overcome all these drawbacks of this Bohr-Sommerfeld theory, a new model was invented called as vector atom model. Now, the first drawback of this Bohr-Sommerfeld theory, the Bohr theory could not explain the details of fine structure of an spectral lines of an hydrogen atom. The vector atom models, you know that the hydrogen having atomic number Z is equal to 1. The vector atom model are used to explain the concept of one or many electron. Bohr theory could not explain the fine structure for one electron only. Then application of an theory of relativity and the concept of an elliptical orbit by Sommerfeld to the Bohr theory helped to find the fine structure of an spectral lines. Bohr-Sommerfeld model could not explain a new discoveries like Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Zeeman was the scientist, and it would be explained how was the splitting of spectral lines in various shells or subshells. Means how was the spectral lines are split in various shells or subshells, that could be explained by the Zeeman. Now, therefore, in order to overcome all these drawbacks of this Bohr-Sommerfeld theory, the new model was invented called as vector atom model. In a vector atom model, the two distinct features of this vector atom model, first is the space quantization and another one is the spinning of an electron, or it is also called as the electron spin. A spatial quantization, it is also called as the space quantization. The space quantization, the quantization of direction of L bar with respect to the external magnetic field H bar is called as the space quantization. The space quantization means the electron orbits are quantized in space. You know what is meant by the quantized, or what is meant by quantization? The word quantization, you will be know what is meant by quantization. Sometimes we will say that the energy is quantized, momentum is quantized, whatever. Quantized means what? Quantization or quantized means that suppose these are the electron orbits, n is equal to 1, 2 and 3 are the electron orbits, and in a last lecture we had already explained the energy of an orbit will be different for different orbits. Means n is equal to 1, 2 and 3, the having energy is suppose E1, E2 and E3 respectively. Then quantized means what? The energy is different for different orbits, but the energy difference is same. Means E2 minus E1, E3 minus E2 or E4 minus E3 will become same. That is called as the quantization. Means I will here this value are, this energy difference is same, then I will say that the energy is quantized in space, called as the quantization. Okay. In a vector atom model, quantum numbers n, k and m given by Bohr-Sommerfeld theory are replaced by a new quantum number n, l, ml as per the quantum mechanics. These are the n, k and m represents the principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and radial quantum numbers. Then n, l or ml, n represents the principal quantum numbers and having values is 1, 2, 3 to up to infinity. Then l is the orbital quantum numbers and having value is 0, 1, 2, 3 to up to n minus 1, and ml is the orbital magnetic quantum number and having value is minus l to plus l. According to quantum mechanics, the total angular momentum of an electron is given by, angular momentum is a vector quantity and is given by L bar is equal to square root of L into L plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, where h is the Planck's constant and the small l is the orbital quantum number. Now the projection of L bar on the direction of an magnetic field h bar along the z axis has magnitudes which are given by Lz is equal to ml into h upon 2 pi, where ml is the magnetic quantum number. Now the space quantization of the orbital angular momentum for a L is equal to 2 or 3 is given that there is the diagram of L is equal to 2 or L is equal to 3 of an electron for the space quantization. Now in a L is equal to 2, now we have to calculate here first is the number of orientations in L bar in a space R. Now how we have to calculate the number of orientations? The formula is that 2L plus 1. L having value is 2, then 2L plus 1 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 5, and having magnitude, how was the calculate? Magnitude of L bar, L star is equal to square root of L into L plus 1, and L having value is 2, therefore L star is equal to root 6. Then in this way I will calculate the L is equal to 3, the number of orientations L bar in space R, means number of orientations for L is equal to 3 is 2 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 7. 2 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 7, and the magnitude of L bar is equal to root 3 into 3 plus 1 is equal to root 12. Here as shown in the figure, there is the space quantization of an orbital angular momentum for L is equal to 2 and L is equal to 3 electrons. In the first figure, here I will see here the magnetic field is along the z axis will be the ml having values from plus 2 to minus 2, means the number of orientations of L bar in a space are for L is equal to 2 electrons, then 2L plus 1 is equal to 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 means the number of orientations will be 5 for L is equal to 2 electrons. Then for L is equal to 3, the number of orientations will be 7. In this way we have to calculate the L is equal to 4, the number of orientations will be 9. For L is equal to 5, the number of orientations will be 11. Okay. Now in the next features of an vector atomic model is the electron spin. According to the quantum theory, the spin of the electron should be quantized. Means I have only say that the momentum or energy is quantized, but the quantum theory says that the spin of the electron is also quantized. Hence a new quantum number is introduced called as the spin quantum number. Okay. According to the idea of a space quantization, orbital as well as spin motion both are quantized in magnitude and direction. According to the old theories, electron has supposed to have only orbital motion. Hence only orbital angular momentum and orbital magnetic moment are considered. Okay, the electron have only the orbital motion, then we have to consider only the orbital angular momentum and orbital magnetic moment of an electron. But electron has spinning motion, therefore we have to consider the spin motion of an electron also, or the spin magnetic moment. Now the spin angular momentum S bar is given by S bar is equal to square root of S into S plus 1 into H upon 2 pi. The value of H upon 2 pi is also write the H cut, where S is the spin quantum number and its value is S is equal to plus or minus 1 half. Ms is equal to plus 1 half represents the spin up state, and Ms is equal to minus 1 half represents the spin down state. Quantum numbers. What is meant by quantum numbers? The quantum numbers are used to determine the complete quantum state of an electron, means to describe the complete quantum state of an electron in which various parameters are used. These sets of parameters called as the quantum numbers, means these parameters in which like size of the orbit, size, energy or shape of the orbit, these sets of parameters called as the quantum numbers. Now the discrete nature of an energy state is the natural outcome of this Schrodinger's equation, which is characterized by three quantum numbers. They are principal quantum number n, second is the orbital quantum number L, next is the orbital magnetic quantum number Ml, and last one is the spin magnetic quantum number Ms. I will introduce one by one here. First is the principal quantum number n. The name is that principal quantum number. Okay. The principal quantum number n specifies the orbit number, size of the orbit, and the energy state of an orbit. Okay. Principal quantum numbers are used to determine the size or energy of an orbit. In a last video, we had already learned this equation, the radius of an nth orbit and the energy of an electron in the nth orbit. The radius of an nth orbit will be epsilon 0 n square h square upon pi m square, and energy of an electron in the nth orbit is minus m e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon 0 square n square h square, where En is the total energy of an electron in the nth orbit. From these two equations, we have to say that the radius of an electron in the nth orbit is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number, and En is inversely proportional to n square. From this equation, the n is the principal quantum number and having values is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, means which represent n is equal to 1, 2, 3 represents the shells, means n is equal to 1 represents the K shell, n is equal to 2 represents the L shell, and so on, means the total number of electrons in a shell are 2n square. The 2n square means for a K shell, for the n having values is 1, means K shell having a 2 electrons, L having a 8 electrons, and a M shell having a 18 electrons, and so on. From this formula we have to calculate the electrons in various shells. Okay. The next quantum number is the orbital quantum number. It represents the small letter L. Okay. These quantum numbers are used to determine the shape of an orbit. Means how was the shape of an orbit? The spherical dumbbell or a double dumbbell. Okay. This quantum number arises due to the orbital motion of an electron orbit. This gives rise to the orbital angular momentum of an electron. On the basis of an classical mechanics, we have to know the concept of an angular momentum or a orbital angular momentum. In a last video, I had explained that whatever the any space is having mass m and along the tangents its velocity is v, then we say that the angular momentum is L is equal to m into v into r, where m is the mass of the electron, v is the velocity and r is the radius vector. L is the perpendicular to the plane of an electron in an orbit. According to the Bohr's second postulate, is that the angular momentum having values only the integral multiple of h upon 2 pi, means where n having value is 1, 2, 3 and so on, means never the value of an angular momentum is 0.5 h by 2 pi, 2.5 h by 2 pi. The angular momentum having value only the 1h upon 2 pi, 2h upon 2 pi and so on. Okay. According to the quantum mechanics, the orbital angular momentum of an electron takes the discrete values as L is equal to square root of L into L plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, where L is the orbital angular momentum quantum number and having restricted values L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1, where n is the principal quantum number. Next is the orbital magnetic quantum number ml. If the atom is placed in weak magnetic field h bar, then the orbital angular momentum L bar of an electron interacts with the applied magnetic field, and this applied magnetic field are the quantization to the direction of L bar takes place in discrete manner. The component of L along the direction of external magnetic field along the z axis is given by Lz is equal to ml into h upon 2 pi, where ml is called as the orbital magnetic quantum number and having value is ml is equal to minus L to plus L. The next quantum number called as the spin magnetic quantum number ms. The spin magnetic quantum number, you know that the electron have two spin, the spin up or a spin down. The spin magnetic quantum number ms is due to the electron spin, which is considered to the intrinsic property of an electron. The spin angular momentum of an electron is given by equation s is equal to square root of s into s plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, where s is the spin quantum number and having values is plus or minus 1/2. ms is the spin magnetic quantum number. It has only two possible values. ms is equal to plus 1/2 represents to spin up state and ms is equal to minus 1/2 correspond to spin down state. Okay. Now here I will introduce the new concept, total angular momentum, which is represents the capital letter J. What is meant by total angular momentum? Total angular momentum is that the sum of orbital angular momentum and spin angular momentum, and it is numerically calculated as J bar is equal to L bar plus or minus S bar. For S is equal to 1/2, therefore J is equal to L is equal to plus or minus 1/2, because S having only two values plus or minus 1/2, therefore I will write here the total angular momentum. Now according to quantum mechanics, the total angular momentum of an electron is given by J bar is equal to square root of J into J plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, where J is the total angular momentum of an electron. Okay. Thank you.